Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get straight into the affirmation for today. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. Oh, yes. I have some crazy, awesome princesses kind of arguing about who knows what right now. They just came back from their swimming and they're kind of crazy. Anyway, yeah, the joys of, yes, or the real life in night towers. Oh, yes. We have yelling kids every so often. Okay, so we're talking about handling resistance today. Handling resistance. Hey, so yes, we're talking about handling resistance. And guess why we're talking about it? Because I am handling resistance right now. Right now, I don't feel like doing anything. Let's be honest. I don't feel like doing anything. And yeah, you know what? I don't have to. I could just choose to have a rest, and I might well do that after my client call later on. But right now, I'm here. Because why? I've made a commitment to myself that I will do the work. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. And so I keep showing up. I have lots of clients and can do without that happening. So having Facebook disconnect me is like, seriously, I'm trying to reinforce the fact that I don't feel like it right now. But anyway, I like to talk. So here we are. I like to talk. I'll keep talking to all of y'all. But this is it. I have lots of clients who face resistance. We all face resistance. If you are trying to take yourself up to another level, of course you're going to face resistance. You're going to face the fear, and the fear is resistance. The fear is trying to tell you that you can't do it. It's trying to tell you that, well, if you don't feel like it, then it must mean something major. It must mean you're not supposed to be doing it. Or maybe God doesn't want you to do it. Oh, maybe you didn't wait for the voice from heaven. Or maybe today is not a great day to do it. And maybe you should take a break because you've been working really hard. And maybe, all kinds of maybes. And should I? Is that going to be received well? If I do it that way, what's going to happen? All of that kind of crazy stuff is going on in your head, isn't it, really? It definitely goes on in my head. Except I've learned to discipline what is going on in my head, to decide what I'm going to allow to stick around in my mind, okay? Now, it's not always easy. Of course it's not. As I said, today, definitely I'm facing resistance. It's like really feels really strong in me. I'm about to release the new DM Live, which should be on the 26th of this month. If you're in the UK or you can be in the UK, you come and spend the day with me, or it's going to be the week after that online, okay? We're going to do an online version as well because I want all of y'all to be able to experience the awesomeness of DM Live. And so that for me is a bit of a big deal. It's a very big deal. And so that makes me somewhat nervous. And when I'm nervous, then the resistance shows up. It's like I say to my DM peeps that, you have to own who you choose to be every single day. And I definitely do that. So first thing in the morning, I'm getting my journal out, deciding what I'm going to feel, deciding what my day is going to be like, all of that stuff. And yet there are times when the resistance just gets you, okay? And today, definitely the resistance got me. And I've been watching Grey's Anatomy, which I just adore. And once I get into the flow of Grey's Anatomy, it's like, aha! So whenever I'm doing anything, today anyway, because I was doing some stuff like sharing my posts around or whatever, because my team is on a break for the weekend. Then I'll do things like, watching TV. And then when I'm watching TV, if I don't take control, then it can be like, let's just watch the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And you know what that can be like. So some of y'all face resistance, except you let the resistance win always. And so there's stuff in your life that you want to make happen, but you're not making it happen at all. You're not doing any of it because you're allowing the resistance to win. You're making the resistance mean something more than it means. You're making fear mean something more than it means. You're making your worries and your self-doubts and all of that stuff mean more than they do, which is ultimately that, you are probably on the right path for you, except you are not being a pro, as I think it's Stephen Pressfield would say. You're not being a pro and just getting on with doing the work. You are waiting and hoping that somehow you'll feel better. You feel better by doing the work. It's like even now as I'm sitting here talking to you, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling like, yeah, you know what? I'm accomplishing something. I'm doing something. I'm communicating with my peeps. I'm being the leader that I say that I am. I decided I want to impact lots of people. I want to make an incredible amount of income. Therefore, I show up and I do what needs to be done regardless of what I feel like. So affirm with me again. I act in faith even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. It's like even as I'm talking to you guys, man, I'm just like talking to myself. So Rosemary, just kind of wake up. Rosemary, get beyond your crazy. Rosemary, wake up from the fear. Do not let the fear defeat you. And whoever you are on the other end, say hello. Come on, this is a church of RNK. It's not just me talking to myself. I can see you. I can see you right there. So you better tell me who you are. Yeah, I'm commanding it, demanding it. Okay, this is it. We get to choose what life we are living. We get to choose whether we are going to give in to the fear for the rest of our lives and let the fear defeat us, or we're going to show up whatever we feel like, okay? Yes, you can create a space for yourself to refresh and rejuvenate, but does that mean that takes forever? No, it doesn't take forever. When there are things to be done, you act. You act, okay? Again, I act in faith even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. So this is it. You remind yourself, number one here, you remind yourself what it is that you're actually working towards. What is it that you're straining for? What is it that you're striving for? What is it that you're dreaming of? What is the big picture that you want your life to be about, that you are not going to quit until you make it happen? What is it that what is the big vision for you, for your family, for your community? Who is it that you want to impact? Where are they? What is it? Who are they? Why is it important to you? Start to ask yourself these questions so you get back in touch. Hello. Hi, Kenny. How you doing? Lovely to have you here. Urban impression. Lovely to have you here. But this is it. Remind yourself why you're doing all of this, okay? Getting a business off the ground, it is incredibly interesting. And if you're doing an online business and nobody else around you has done an online business, then even more so interesting, because it feels a little bit like, what am I doing? I just seem to be sitting in front of my computer all the time, basically. And it feels like I'm not really doing anything. And nobody can really tell. Your fingers move really quick, but that's kind of it. So... And if anything, you probably get fatter when you start that online business if you don't get the rest of your life in gear. So I get all of that stuff, but you need to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. And if anybody else can have what you want, then why not you? Why not you? Because you are different from everybody else, yes. But then you are also, because of that difference, you are doing it differently. And unless you do it, nobody can do it the way you do it. Does that even make sense? I don't even know. But, but this is it. You are here for a reason. Okay, there is no mistake about you. There is a reason and a purpose to you. And you know that. You absolutely know that. You may be stuck doing stuff that you don't really want to do. And now that you're trying to do the stuff that you do want to do, you're adding this to your life. If there's resistance, okay? There is resistance. And so the resistance stops you from moving forward. Or you're at a certain level. It's just like me. I'm at a certain level of success, but I want the next level. It's like I wrote a post this morning about how I'm building my $4 million business, okay? And, and this is how you can do it too. If you haven't read that post, you need to go read it, right? So, but that's it. I'm building a $4 million business. So until I get there, it's just not enough. It's not enough. I'm not there yet. So therefore I cannot allow the resistance to stop me. I cannot allow the resistance to determine what I do or don't do. I have to keep my eyes focused on the end goal. I have to keep my eyes focused on the outcome that I want for myself, for my family, for my everything, for what I want, the legacy I want to leave behind me, okay? That's what I need to focus on. If I just think about the resistance as it's showing up today, then I can make it mean some kind of crazy, amazing, I don't know, well, it's not amazing, crazy, negative, horrible stuff that means that I shouldn't even show up at all. And some of y'all are doing that in your life. You may be spirit driven, you may be spirit led, and yet when the resistance shows its ugly head, you make it mean all kinds of crazy stuff, which is actually my number 4, but I'm going to start talking about that now, because it's like you make just the simple fear of doing something more than you've done before mean that you're not supposed to be doing it? Or you make it mean that there's something wrong with you? Or you make it mean that there's something wrong with your vision? Or you make it mean that God doesn't want you to actually do it? And it's like, seriously, it has nothing to do with that. It's just fear, okay? It's just fear showing up. It's just you kind of not really wanting to do something that expands you. It doesn't mean anything else. It doesn't mean anything else. So are you going to let something so stupid define what your life is about, or are you going to actually show up and start being the leader that you're born to be? Are you going to join me? It's like this live stream right now. When I started it, it's like, man, I'm not sure I feel like doing it. I want to just lie on my couch and go sleep, basically. And maybe I need to do that. I might do that later on. But for right now, I need to do this because this is who I choose to be. I choose to be the leader that shows up, that doesn't make excuses. And then when I've made a decision about what my day is going to look like, and then I suddenly, oh no, I don't feel like it, so therefore I'm not going to do it. That's weak. That's wimpy. That is not who I am. Is that who you are, honey? Is that who you are? Because if that's who you are, then fine. You're listening to the wrong girl. Okay, you're listening to the wrong gal. If you are that leader who knows, you know that it doesn't matter what you feel like, the big vision that you are working towards is absolutely worth it, then you show the heck up. You show the heck up, okay? And you remind yourself why the hell you're doing what you're doing. You remind yourself why you have to keep showing up. You remind yourself why it is important that you keep doing what you're doing. You remind yourself what you are going for, and you refuse to settle for anything less. The only thing that keeps you from every single thing you desire, if you didn't get so emotional about it, is the work. It literally is the work. Have you done the only difference between you and anybody you look up to as some kind of success in the field that you want to be successful in is the work. They've been doing the work longer than you. They've probably been doing the work when you've been kind of like, oh, I'm not so sure, man. Basically, I'm not so sure I should be doing this. I'm not so sure. That's just the resistance speaking. Are you a pro or are you a wimp? Okay? I'm going to be very blunt with you. Do you want what you want? Or are you going to keep making excuses for why you can't get it? Because the only reason why you can't get it is that you're not doing the work. Okay? The resistance may seem so huge and big and scary. And some of y'all, it's not, okay, I say it so lightly, you're not doing the work. Sometimes you have been doing the work, but maybe you've been doing it for like less time than you need to do it. That's ultimately the long and short of it is this. If you're not where you want to be, it means you haven't done enough work for enough time to get there. That's all there is to it. That's all. That's all. That's all. There is no other magic. There is nothing else. Okay? Now, the second thing I did want to mention here was this, that you're asking for support all the time, okay? Now, this is the thing. I know that you guys, especially if you're the spirit-driven entrepreneurial leader that I like to work with, then you are strong, okay? I get it. Everybody leans on you. You've been, you have a certain level of success. People do lean in. They kind of look to you for advice and all of that kind of stuff. They know that you've overcome a lot and you're still standing and they admire you for it. And so you feel like this, well, in your more clear moments, you recognize you need support because it's all right being a support to every single other person. But when it comes to your own life, you don't know always what to do next, truth be told. You get a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit like, oh my God, I'm not sure, because the resistance is there and you have nobody to bat anything against because if you try and tell anybody else what you're trying to do, they will either tell you, oh, you're doing enough, just chill out, which some days you want to hear, okay? And so some of you, that's why you don't have any support because you want people to tell you what you want to hear, which means to me that you're not properly leader here, okay? But for some of y'all, you also know that if you started to share really where you're coming from, either people around you will be scared to death that you're losing the plot because they're very dependent on you being strong all the time, okay? Or they'll just give you some kind of wimpy, just relax, chill out, whatever. Basically, go and do something else then. You don't have to do this. Oh, but you have to. You have to do this. You have this big vision of the things that you want your life to be about. Of course you have to do this, okay? And if you do listen to the crazies, then you're probably crazy too. Although, honey, we're all crazy. We're all slightly weird and we own it. I've written a lot about us being weird people, as spirit-driven entrepreneurial leaders. If you're really spirit-led, the truth is matter, you don't know where you're going to be between now and tomorrow, where you may go in some random contrarian direction that other people don't get, but you know that spirit kind of took you there. And that's absolutely fine. That's different from, oh, I'm just going to listen to every old person that tells me anything because, oh, maybe there's wisdom in what they're saying because I'm just feeling weak and tired right now. No, that's just a resistance talking. You don't need to be listening to the norms in your life. First and foremost, you want to be listening into spirit. You want to find a way to quiet the crazy voice at the forefront of your mind and go deeper than that. go deeper than that. Deep down inside of you that says, what is it I'm supposed to do next? You get your ass doing it. Basically, your awesome ass as well, okay? Because it's an awesome butt you have there. You get you listen in, ask for support. I'm feeling this way, Spirit. What is the next thing I need to be doing right now? Okay. And then when you get that bubbling up inside of you, which you will if you're listening, except sometimes there's all of this crazy going on here, and it's really hard to hear what is going on inside of here. But you need to get into the habit. And this is some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about in DM Live. If you cannot make it into the UK one on the 26th of November, the following Saturday, which date I don't even know yet, it is going to be online for wherever you are in the world. You need to be there, actually, and I was going to put a day one discount for all of y'all today. Watch out for it. I'll put it in the comments later on today when I've sorted it out, okay? So you get a day one discount today only because I'm getting that page ready. This is where I'm facing resistance, okay? I'm facing resistance in putting that whole event page together. So I am going to get it done today. Somehow, I'm getting it done today. I'm going to put it up and the price is going to go up. So I will put the link on here for any wise person to actually take advantage of the day one discount. I like to do a day one discount for fast action takers. I like people to be decisive and act fast. So I do a bit of a discount for people that act fast. So there's the first on the 26th of November. If you're in the UK, save the date. Keep it clear. A whole day of us sorting out your nonsense. And the following Saturday, for anybody that couldn't make the UK one, we're going to do it online. This was like a spirit saying to me this morning in the shower that you need to do one online, okay? So that people that can't come to the UK one can definitely attend online. This will be a whole day, so you just kind of clear out your diary. We want to get deep. We want to get you sorted. Okay, getting you sorted, doing the work that you're here to do. Why did I get there? I don't know. So you're tapping into spirit. You're getting guidance. I was saying that because some of y'all don't really know how to tap into spirit, how to actually get that guidance that will move you forward. In which case you want to be at DM Live, or you want to work with me, or you want to take one of my one-off spirit-led direction days, and I can help you do that, or spirit-led direction sessions. I can definitely help you do that. You know what? That one I can give you a link to right now. Spirit-led direction. Okay, some of y'all, you need just a one-off session with me. You don't need long days or months or whatever. You just need a one-off session, and that's absolutely fine. I'm just putting the link into that to there. But this is it. You need support. You right, sweetheart. I know it, honey. Thank you. Thank you, Vivian. Ooh. It said something. I don't know what it said, but okay. Okay, so I need to ask for support. You need to ask for support, okay? So first and foremost, the first and most important support that you need to be tapping into is spirit. You're spirit-led after all, aren't you? You're spirit-driven, so therefore, first place to go is spirit, right? If you don't know how to do it, you need to attend DM Live or you need to work with me so I can show you what you're doing, okay? But then after that, or as well as that, you do need an actual physical person, okay? It's like I would never be without a coach. You do need that person that will kind of take you out of your crazy and say, look here, you're overthinking this. Now move your butt, okay? You need that kind of support because as I said already, some of y'all are just surrounded by norms, which is fine. We love all people, we do. But when it comes to the work that we're here to do, if we only have around us people who don't get what we're about, then it gets really incredibly difficult to stay on path because then you start to feel even more weird than you already feel, okay? Because it's like, why am I struggling so hard and everybody else seems to have such an easy life and all of this and all the other, and everybody's depending on you anyway. So it's like, at some point you got to learn to just say, oh, okay, I'm taking a step back, but also you need to know that it's not about being strong or weak. It's about you're a human being. You're not created to do this whole thing on your own, okay? And also that it is it's like the Olympic person, the athlete person. Oh yeah, I'm just going to go to the Olympics on my own. It's like, we all think that's crazy. And the chances are they will not make it, okay? Because you need someone outside of you spotting for you. You need someone outside of you saying, you seem to be acting weak at the moment, so can you please up your game, okay? Whereas other people are trying to feel sorry for you and feel good and help you feel good, and they think they're doing you a favor, but it's not a favor. So when the resistance comes and you have only people around you who are trying to make you feel good and tell you to relax, you don't get anything done. You don't get anything done. So you might even tap into spirit. You'll hear spirit saying something to you, and then somebody will say, no, I don't think that's spirit. I think you really need to relax because you've been working very hard, and it looks as if you look tired, honey. You look tired. You need a break. And it's like, at that point, you're thinking, oh, I am tired. I do need a break, man. Next thing you know, that's another day gone. Another day gone. That's how years pass people by, and they haven't done anything. And that was my life for a while there. All this passive acting and passive being and claiming to be spirit driven and claiming to want all this stuff and then not actually doing any of it. The resistance, it comes, absolutely. Everybody faces the resistance. And if you're not facing the resistance because you're living a very settled life, okay? We all face the resistance when we're trying to go from one level to another, from one degree of glory to another. We're facing the resistance. But what do you do next? You need support. You tap into spirit first, and you have a spotter. You have somebody you know you can trust who will say to you, come on now. It's time to move. Okay? It's time to move. It's somebody that will hold you accountable to your own dreams. Okay? You need that person. Stop messing around. If you're here to do big things, stop messing around trying to make it all happen on your own. Stop it. It's such a waste of time. So many lives ended, so when I say ended, as in they go through their whole life not doing the thing that they're here to do because they're, they think that's strength. No, that is weakness for you to be too egotistical, really, to reach out for support, okay, from the right people, okay, not the norms in your life, honeys, okay, so that's number 2 or whatever, or 3, or I don't even know where I am, but then it comes down to the action, isn't it? It comes down to the action regardless of how you feel, okay? I mean, I've said this and I've said this and I've said this right now, but I say it again. You just make a decision that you're going to move your butt, okay? You make a decision that you're just going to do the work regardless of how resistant you feel inside of you, okay? I have to affirm again. I forgot my song almost. I act in faith even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. And if some of y'all are under pressure of like debt, okay, that wasn't the debt is one of those really powerful kinds of pressures that make you see nothing except this debt in front of you. All you can think about is your debt. And most people are thinking, I need to pay off my debt. But no. What you need to do is make more money. Not pay off your debt, okay? And I know that's the normal way to think about it. It's just, I need to pay off my debt. I need to pay off my debt. I'll do whatever to pay off my debt. No, you need to do whatever to make more money. How do you make more money? Serving more people. How do you serve more people? You take action. You take action as inviting them into your world, telling them how you can help them, doing whatever is necessary to get your marketing sorted, to get your sales sorted, so that you're actually asking people into your world. You make more money, the debt will get paid off. For one, you'll definitely not be increasing the debt because you're making more money. Okay? You need to make more money. The normal way is to get all like, oh my God, I need to pay off my debt. Please, why? That's never the first priority. Whenever a client comes to me, that's usually their thing. It's like, I need to pay off my debt. No, you don't. You can always make an arrangement with somebody about your debt. What you need to do is make more money. You need to make more money. You need to put a challenge on yourself to make more money, not to pay your debt. Paying your debt is not even inspirational to you at all. It will not make you do what you need to do. It'll just make you feel even smaller and crazier because any money you're getting, you're putting on the debt. You're not even seeing it. There's no fun in that. There's no fun in that. Why would you want to do that just to pay somebody else off? Basically, am I saying that we should all default? No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying that cannot be your only goal. That cannot be your goal. That cannot be your goal. That's just one of the one thing there that you will finally do at some point. Chill out about that. Make more money. Make more money. Think about the big picture of your life. Think about the big picture of your life and the things that you want to make happen and all of that stuff. Now that is inspiring. That is inspiring. That will get you past the resistance. Just thinking about your debt, that will not get you past the resistance. It will make you contracted, make you start making safe decisions. Safe decisions make you smaller and smaller and smaller, and your life gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It is just the way it is. For some of y'all, that is too much for you to hear. Maybe you're a gnome. For us, the spirit-driven, it is the truth, okay? It is the truth for us, okay? We are contrarian thinkers. We realize that debt alone is not inspirational. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not going to get you off your butt doing the work that needs to be done. The big dream, the big vision. Now that
is enough. You need to be taking action. Even if it's a little bit of action every single day, you'll get there. But the more action you take, the faster, you know? So it's like I keep saying, you know, we're not vampires, so we don't have forever. So if you're only taking small action every single day, then you can expect that it's going to take a very long time. And this is when people quit as well, because it's taking them too long to get off the awesome asses and face down the resistance and really put their behinds into taking massive action. And I get there's all the other stuff, okay? There's all the other stuff that needs to be dealt with, particularly from your past story. There's all kinds of dramas going on, which I suppose brings me to number 4 point here, where again, which I've already kind of said, it's this: you're making the resistance mean more. And it's hard not to when you have all these open loops in your life. You have lots of open loops in your life. Those relationships that went wrong, those people that said something to you and you've not forgiven them yet, or your parents that did something else to you and you've not forgiven them yet, or who knows what from your past is now kind of still clenching your mind, stopping you from taking action. So suddenly you face the resistance and you think it means something horrible and terrible about you. No, it doesn't. It just means that you're going from one degree of glory to another and you're a bit afraid, and that's okay, because you can still take action anyway. You can still reach out for support from spirit. You can still move forward. The only question is, will you? The only question is, will you? Or will you keep buying into the nonsense, man? We all face the nonsense. As I already said to you, as I started this, I was facing the nonsense. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do anything. I just want to watch some more Grey's Anatomy, basically, and maybe even have a nap. I might do both still today, but I will have done my work first, okay? I will have done the work first. Some of y'all are doing that stuff before, okay? You're doing it before, and then it takes over your whole day and you don't do anything, and that makes you feel even worse. So tomorrow you're facing even bigger resistance, because now you have today added to it, where you've proven to yourself that you're just not going to do it. You've proven to yourself that maybe you're just not up to it. That's rubbish. You are up to it. If you have a vision, it is exactly because you are the one to make it happen. Your vision is your permission. Start moving. Spirit is always speaking to you. It's always speaking to you right now. It might be speaking through my mouth to you. Okay? So listen in and do the work. Do not make your resistance mean any more than it does. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it. I will do whatever to get there. Will you? Will you stay on the path? Keep putting one foot in front of the other, regardless of the resistance that wants to pull you back. It's like a tension and you're struggling. Hey, my honey.
I was wondering if you watch this movie called Big Mama's House. It's the third one.
You need to wait until I'm done, and then I'll have a look. Yeah, in which case, no. Okay, there's my daughter. Well, you didn't quite see her. But yes, guys, the resistance, it is there to show you that you're probably on the right path, okay? The question is, will you keep moving forward, or will you let the resistance defeat you? Do not let it defeat you. Do not let it defeat you. You are more powerful than that. You're a spirit-driven entrepreneurial leader here to impact many, influence loads of people, and make an incredible income whilst doing all of this stuff that you're exactly here to do. My goodness, man, you have that online business ready and waiting for you to tell people how you can serve them so that you can start serving them in powerful, powerful ways. Come on. We don't let a little bit of resistance stop us. We sit our asses down and we do the work. We do the work. We get beyond the nonsense and we do the work. It's not always easy. Of course it's not. It's not always easy. But we are capable. It is worth it. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it, okay? I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. Okay, so watch out for the day 1 discount on DM Live, okay? I shall put it in here practically as soon as I'm done with this. And the other thing is this, some of y'all need to have just a one-off session with me. spirit-led direction session with me, okay? Because you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you're feeling a bit stuck. You generally, most of your life, you're fine. But when it comes to the work that you feel called to do, there's a lack of clarity around it. You're not always quite sure what next to do to take your business up to the next level, to do whatever it is, or make that transition even from your career into your own thing, or to move into a relationship that actually empowers you, or find that relationship that actually empowers you. And you want direction. You want a little bit of guidance from spirit, okay? Combined with my knowledge of how people work and all of that kind of stuff. Then we'll mix it up together. So you come out of that one session with me with clear next step plan. Okay, and this is just a one-off session. It's not a long-term coaching relationship at all. I offer these from time to time because sometimes you don't need the long-term something. I personally think you always do, but some people don't want them, which is fine. Because ultimately, when it comes down to it, Spirit is able to pinpoint directly to what you need to hear. Basically, each time we do our work together, okay? So what you need to do is go to that link, which is currently in the comments there, which is rosemarynonny.com/direction, and go and see what's on offer. But don't just see what's on offer. Actually, take me up on it. You need to move forward. There is work that you're here to do. You are here for more impact, more income. There is stuff that you're here to do. Go and claim a one session with me, and we will work on whatever it is that you need to work on it. It usually lasts a maximum of 90 minutes. Some people come and do the session with me and it's only 15 minutes because that's all we need. Okay, because once you get what you need, we finish. Maximum usually is around about 90 minutes. At the very maximum, we really hash out what you need to do, and that's it to move forward. Okay, so I don't say if you, because if you are the person that I just explained, you need it. There's no if about it. Stop trying to figure stuff out on your own and making it take years. That's something that could have taken one session. Okay? But this is it. You have to be wise enough to see what is being offered to you instead of just kind of keep doing what you've always done and getting the same results. How much longer do you want to waste time? How much is your time worth, really? Okay. But anyway, go and have a look at that. The wise will take it up. The others will walk away. And yeah, you'll be back again next year. Same thing. Who sings the song that I keep singing? I just made it up just before I started. Basically, I like to give you guys some bits of affirmations in the Church of RNK, because it is, after all, the Church of RNK. And in the church, we like to sing a little. So I just kind of decide on an affirmation before I start and put some melody to it. And that's kind of it, okay? So, Shantae, that's how that came about. And because you reminded me, I'm going to sing it one more time. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I love it too, Shantae. Woo! Basically. So yeah, take it and everybody just kind of sing it over and over again. When you feel the resistance coming, I act in faith even when I don't feel like it. I see the end goal. It is worth it. So I keep moving forward. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I act in faith, even when I don't feel like it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. I see my end goal. It is worth it. Okay. Loving you all. About to go and get interviewed, I think. I'm getting interviewed, and then it's a client call. And then I will be getting that DM live stuff sorted out today. Y'all can hold me accountable to this, okay? Basically. So, loving you all. Have a great rest of your day. Some of y'all are just waking up. Yes! Woo! Shantae! Some of y'all are just waking up. Have a great rest of your day. Some of y'all are in the middle of the day like I am, in which case, still have a great rest of your day. And some of y'all are about to go to sleep. Enjoy your rest and wake up full and ready for the new day. And walk in faith, act in faith. Even when you don't feel like it, see your end goal. It is worth it. It's worth pushing through the resistance. It's worth handling the resistance and moving forward. Loving you all. It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you were born to live. Because you want to, because you want to, because you want to. You really do want to, so stop getting in your own way. Okay? Much love. Bye.